Chas and Dave are at Crewe Lyceum this Sunday. It's the full story live, and on the phone right now I've got Chas Hodges. Hello, Chas.
How you doing? All right, Tal?
Always good, mate. Always good to have you on the show. I think this is the fourth time in as many years we've had you on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's becoming a bit of a tradition.
Oh, yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I think it was just before Christmas last time. You had the big tour last year. How did that go?
Yeah, great. It's getting better and better all the time. I mean, as the years go by, we get better all the time. It's fantastic.
Yeah. And is Dave still loving it? I know he had a bit of time out a couple of years ago.
He took time out when his wife died, but, you know, as we all know, when someone close to you dies, you can't see beyond the end of your nose for a while, but then as time goes on, you begin to sort of do things that you used to do, and he's back and enjoying it immensely.
Oh, brilliant, because the chemistry between you on stage is just electric. It has been for so many years now, and it's great to see you coming up to Crewe.
I had a great time there last time.
Yeah, and it's the full story live. Of course, there is a long story, so are you going to fit it all in on one night?
Well, it's obviously condensed, but we do the first half. I say we're going to go back 40 years to when we first got together. And we used to just get out there and just pull songs out of the air and just do them, one or two. Obviously, we just started writing, and I do one thing and another, which was a song I actually wrote just before me and Dave got together. So we do a few things like that in the first half, and a few covers, a few Chuck Berry covers, obscure things, and stuff that we just developed over the years. And then the second half we come out and it's Chas and Dave in the 80s and all the hits, plus a few songs from our latest album, which was out about a year ago, and a few other surprises. So yeah, we just condensed the whole story and finish up Ain't No Pleasing You and a sideboard song, and it worked very well.
I'm looking forward to it because it's a Sunday night. The kids go back next week to school, so it's going to be a nice way to round off the summer. What is the difference between the crowds across the country? Is there any?
Across the country, no. It's exactly the same for us. It's great. They all sing the songs now, more so than ever.
Yeah.
I mean, Ain't No Pleasing You, for instance, up and down the country, we always stop in the second chorus and just let the crowd carry on for about 4 or 5 bars.
Yeah.
And every place they sing it at the tops of their voices, whether it be Glasgow or London or Birmingham or wherever. It's absolutely great. It's never been so good for Chas and Dave. Everybody knows our songs. Everybody knows what to expect. But there's always something a little bit different that we'll do on stage that we haven't done before, that they'll come away and go, hey, yeah, you know, that was a nice surprise. Yeah,
I'm bringing the wife along. It's her little treat because, we have a date night on a Sunday. So, yeah, I'm going to treat her a little bit to Chas and Dave this weekend. On TV, mate, do you think we're missing a bit of the old-style cabaret and variety shows? Because we've got, the singing competitions, which seem to be done to sort of make entertainment rather than making stars. Do you think we miss the old-style variety shows?
Well, television is something that's always been out of our hands. If we get on television, it obviously helps plug the gigs and let people know that where we are, and they can see that we're still rocking away. But I always say to anybody starting up, how do I go about record companies and TV and all that? Just get out there. I mean, that's what we've always done. If TV companies ain't particularly interested at any particular time in our, it doesn't really matter to us because we just get out there and do our live shows. So we're always around somewhere. We love gigging. We love playing live. So it's easy to sort of find out where we are by just look on the website, which is great for any bands nowadays.
Yeah.
So it is, I'd love to see more sort of TV. I don't watch it, you see. I don't even turn the telly on, so I don't really know what's on. All I know is, most of anything I watch is like a film or something I've recorded. So all that sort of X Factor and this, that, and the other, and Simon Cowell and all that, I'll just walk past the telly and see it and go and make myself a cup of tea.
I don't blame you, mate. Still a massive Tottenham fan.
I was born a Spurs fan. I was born like I could hear people say. I weren't born within the sound of both bells, but I was born within the sound of the Spurs crowd. I was like born, so in those days you supported your local team.
Yeah.
So they're my local team. Yeah, I'd always support them. I'm not a fanatic football fan. I really don't like, and sometimes, there can be like a nastiness between the rival fans. It's you got to, it's like the Arsenal rivalry. Yeah, we want to beat the Arsenal, but I've got nothing against them apart from that. It does annoy me when they go, "Oh, I hate the Arsenal," if they really mean it. If you do it for a bit of fun, that's all right. But if you mean it, football's a great game, and I like to see a good game of football. And I'm a Spurs supporter, but not one of the fanatic ones that it means.
Obviously, the connection is the songs as well that you did, especially in the 80s, Ozzy's Dream, Tottenham.
Still see Ozzy now when I go up to Spurs. Ozzy Ardiles, he's like a great mate, It was a great period. They all had a great time, so did we. It was a good bit of fun taking them in the studio, and that's what you got to do in this life, Along the way, we did our, all of our stuff is serious, but we take our fun seriously. That's what you got to do in life. You can't take anything too seriously, else you go through life and you find out you've missed a great deal.
Yeah, I was born not far from Port Vale, and our biggest game was against Tottenham in the late 80s when they knocked them out of the cup, which was the team with Hoddle and Clive Allen. Even our dealers played that day. And
that's all right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Saying about rivalry, obviously Stoke City's our rivalry, and I think Tottenham play those in a couple of weeks. I think 10th of September. Yeah. Let's talk about supergroups, because every time I've had you on, we've talked about different supergroups. You've told me the story where virtually you were playing in the Beatles. There's the TV show with Eric Clapton. But I've just found something else on YouTube today. It's you, Roy Wood, Bev Bevan, and Phil Lynott. What a supergroup that is. Yeah,
that was great. I'm good friends with Roy. In fact, me and Dave did his Christmas show last year, and we're doing it this year in Birmingham. I've known Roy since... Blimey, I've known him since the Move days when I was with Cliff Bennett in the Rebel Rousers. We've always been big fans of rock and roll, both of us, throughout. And, that come about. He rang me up a few years ago now, in the 80s, and said, I'm doing this... we had plans to do an album, but we were both so busy that we never got around to it. And poor old Phil Lynott died, which was a big shock. He was a great musician and a great person. So it all sort of fell flat a bit, but we did. I think it was called The Rockers. We did I think it was 4 tracks. I think we did. Can't remember now. Yeah.
I think it's Chris Tarrant who was presenting the show.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we was OTT.
It was the Adult Tiz, wasn't it? Yeah, OTT.
Yeah.
So we look forward to you coming up to Crewe. It's only down the road, only down the A500 from Stoke. Everyone's going to be entertained, they're going to hear all the classics and just have a great night out.
Yeah, we're going to have a great night, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Chas Hodges.
All right, Joe, nice talking to you. Bye.